Okay, now don't be scared of today's topic. Just brace yourself. Change. No, it's okay, you need it.
Leave me alone?
Listen, just hear me out, Look in the mirror and ask yourself how happy you are.
How happy am I?
Okay, so not too happy then. There are a lot of people out there like you who aren't happy with their circumstances. But the lot of you also aren't doing anything to change that. But it's tough to make change sometimes. It's tough to make big shifts. I'm gonna take it easy on you this time because our brain loves referring back to similar thinking patterns. It's safe, it's familiar, there's less to worry about. It's safe, it's safe, it's safe. Uh-oh. Well, there's the problem, huh? A cozy, risk-free lifestyle isn't gonna get you anywhere, so we let fear dictate an unhealthy amount of our decisions. Fear is the problem. Greg, Greg. Yeah?
It's not that I'm too scared to make a change, it's that I don't have time. You see, I have to wake up and leave for work at 7 in the morning so I can beat the traffic and get there in time for 8. Then I stay longer than I'm contracted to stay, and then I get home by 8 p.m. At which point, I'm too tired, so I just want to watch TV for 2 hours so I can get to bed early enough that I can restart the cycle in the morning.
Which cycle do you mean? The vicious cycle of complaint without action and therefore acceptance? Right, okay. If this is you, I've got a newsflash. At all times, including right now, we are inching closer to death. Life, as we know it, is coming to an end, and we are not getting this time back. I understand that a lot of you are doing what you have to do to survive, but this thing right over here, it's not called survival, it's called life, so we have to live it. If there is something that you want to do, if something is burning inside you, you have to commit to it. Because if you don't, the big question you're going to be asking on your deathbed is not going to be, "Nurse, may I have some more applesauce?" It's going to be, "What if?" And what if is the mother bitch of all questions. Look, I get it. One of our human needs is certainty. But think fast, because one of our other human needs is uncertainty. So you need to step into the unknown when it calls to you. But it's okay, because you only need to take one leap. Because one leap, regardless of the outcome, is going to develop what we call a pattern. Your brain is going to remember that shakeup, and you're going to have easier access to that courage in the future. This will build momentum, which will not only equate to big lifelong changes, but also overcoming those annoying little daily challenges. That's right, gradually you'll get to see your 100 mini anxiety attacks during the day completely vanish. Why? Because you'll have the strength to tackle these things head on and not be so worried about what might happen on the other side. And doesn't that just make sense anyway? Because we never know what's gonna happen. Even when things seem most certain, we're always getting surprises. So if we can't predict the future, and we don't know what or even how much time lies ahead, why would we not allow ourselves to be happy? I don't get it. Look, I don't know much of anything, but it seems a little foolish to not capitalize on the short amount of time that we have right now. And when I say right now, I mean right now. Because you don't want to be one of those people that says, "Well, I'll suffer now so I can be happy doing such and such later on." And no. For the love of God, stop waiting for happiness. Stop putting happiness on the other side of something. If you are in a bad relationship, a bad job, a bad anything, stop sticking around too long because you know it'll get better at some point. That is not how it works. You need to make the change right now. Follow your heart now. Do what you need to do now to be happy now. Now, I am not saying to stop sticking it out or to cut ties with any long-term goal you might have that requires a lot of time and effort. I am saying to make adjustments so you can enjoy whatever ride it is that you are on. Because if you're making the proper changes you need to make in your life to keep yourself happy, you're gonna end up where you need to be. But what happens if, gasp, you make a change and then you decide that you don't like the outcome? Well, unlike monetary change, you can have as much life change as you want. It's an endless piggy bank just for you. So be greedy. Keep changing things up as what makes you happy in life alters. Of course, if you're watching this, you're probably old enough to understand consequence. You understand the potential consequences that come with every decision you make, whether it's quitting your job or finally taking that leap from skim milk to whole milk.
Exactly, Greg. These changes sound so fun and flashy like they're easy to do, but the reality is there's just too much to lose. I can't just up and make a big change.
True. Way to look out for yourself and acknowledge possibilities. But if you really understand consequences as well as you think you do, then you should also consider the consequences of not making the change. But that's all I'm gonna say about that.
You know what? You're right, by golly.
So please don't be afraid of taking the plunge, guys, because, well, I don't feel like repeating the entire video again. But if you need some help, maybe a little push, feel free to reach out to me on Go to Greg, which you can find below in the description with my other social media links. Alright, well, I guess that's all for this one. Good talk.